40-year-old mystery here. For decades, the people responsible for a gruesome double homicide in Hernando County have walked free. And the loved ones, the people killed by those murderers, are haunted by this and frustrated with the lack of answers. This Sunday actually marks the 40th anniversary of the killings. And as Fox 13's Catherine Hawley reports, investigators haven't put this case on a shelf.
When she was young, she was a spoiled brat. Of course, she was the baby. Very strong-minded, sweet as could be.
To Diane Wodel, her younger sister, Dori Colyer, is forever 20 years old. A young woman robbed of her future and from her family.
She's been dead longer than she was alive. That's not a nice thing to say.
This visit in 1980 was the last time Diane would see her sister alive. Dori and her friend Rick Merrill were brutally killed on May 9th, 1981.
She was a young girl. He was a young guy. They had their whole lives in front of them. It needs to be solved.
Hernando County investigators say the pair was last seen leaving the Hilltop Lounge on Broad Street. About 2 hours later, Rick's car was discovered burning on the side of the road about a mile away. Rick and Dori were inside.
It was backed in here with the car facing out.
The department's only cold case detective inherited this double murder from Brooksville PD 3 years ago. That fresh look at the details, finding new witnesses to question.
I have interviewed a few people already who haven't been spoken to in the hopes of finding that little bit of extra, let's say, verbal evidence we need, testimonial evidence to go forward in the investigation.
Suspects that were developed 40 years ago are still on his radar, but the case is cold. The reason for the brutal crime remains a mystery, tormenting the families of Rick and Dori.
I just want to know why. What happened? Why were they killed in such a vicious way? She didn't deserve it. She wasn't a bad person.
Over the last few years, loved ones started a website and social media pages dedicated to finding answers. This large sign near the sheriff's office aims to make people think about the horrific murders. They haven't given up hope there might finally be justice after 4 decades of pain.
It was a very small town. People had to know. Somebody knows something, and they need to finally come forward.
Any little detail could help crack this cold case. So if you have information, the Hernando County Sheriff's Office urges you to call. Reporting in Brooksville, Catherine Hawley, Fox 13 News.